Hi guys, hope all is well. I'm going to do a quick video just about what I'm looking at and things I've been in. Cool. So the first one, AU, target one was hit, and now I want to see if we can kind of start pushing back down a little bit more. We go into the daily time frame. I spoke about this area for a while. Now, obviously, just because we've traded into it doesn't mean that we're actually going to continue all the way back down. But we have had some sort of reaction from it, which is nice to see. So I do want to see if we can maybe come down, maybe into these levels, and then we can maybe look to accumulate or distribute a little bit more. Going into last night, though. Cool. So I had a couple trades on this actually. I had the first one, which was off of this zone here, and I thought we were gonna come into this. We had a slight reaction and we just continued through, which is fine. What I didn't like though, I didn't like a lot of this trend line liquidity, and this is a really nice low that we kind of could have been looking for. Where we had price then pull up, I'm pretty sure it's on like third to what? So there was a time zone that I was looking at. Maybe it was the 15. Okay, so we had this overall zone up here, which I was looking for. So on the 15, we tested it, we came back down and we didn't, and we can actually zoom this in. We actually did pretty much just, well, we came into the wick, and if you guys know about wicks, it's just a buy to sell just with on a lower time frame, which is what I'm maybe looking for in around here. We came up, ran all the highs going into last night, and it was like 7:30, kind of like going into London session, end of Asia session. We came up, reacted. We had one more run just off this high, and then we actually started continuing pushing lower. Now, I got in, I was waiting for this run at this high, and I was going to see if we were going to come into that. We did. We did then kind of start falling off. So I entered around like here or like here, just with spreads. And then we came down. I actually had two trades. I had one, which was target one, and the risk reward wasn't that crazy, to be honest, but it was still risk reward. So there was like a 1 to 2 there, and I was looking to see if we were going to hold the other one back down. I am technically break even now, just because of the trades. Is now entry, and I took profit on the short move down here, so that was nice to see. So whatever happens now, it doesn't matter. That was AU. I do think we could start potentially pushing it back a little bit more. If I was and did want to see anything, I would want to see either into this wick here, which I don't think we're going to get. So I potentially think that we are going to push a little bit higher. Into maybe this move in here. We can use a fib from our low to our high. You can see that our fib levels are lining up quite nicely with this 15-minute move. So I do want to see now if price, where are we? If price is gonna maybe want to do something like this, and then we start heading back down lower, or if price is just going to continue bullish, remain bullish, and then if we do actually start breaking above that, we can look for sales back down, and then continuations a little bit longer. I'm sure if we jumped on like a 30-minute time frame, okay, cool. So we have this move in here, which price could very much well come and trade it into, and then we can look. But this is only going to be if I start seeing breaks of all of these zones. That's for me is going to be the big point and the big area that I am going to be looking for. So it is going to be interesting to see kind of what happens in and around this area and see if we do actually get some short moves from here. Dollar though. Dollar, we came in almost into a really, really nice point, and then we were looking to see if we were going to continue. We did invalidate this zone. Price came down, we created some correction, and then we started pushing higher. As you can see, we're now pushing higher again. So I do want to see if we could trade into here. and then have more of a continuation, maybe back up to the upside. But we are going to wait and see. That's going to be a very big maybe. On the hourly time frame, yeah, we could pretty much do something similar just coming into this week. You can see our EMAs are crossing. Last time it crossed, we flooded. So hopefully now we have these EMAs crossed, we could get some more down move and then that continuation. So that's dollar. NU, kind of the same story as AU. Was looking for a sell in here, but what we did actually do is we came up into this zone. I was looking at this zone because technically this is our imbalance area. Everything within here has been tested so far. So that was just another buy to sell. You can see we came up, we tested it, and going in from today, it was when price came up, we came back down, we broke structure. And then as we were coming back down again, that's when I entered. We didn't break the structure, so there would be no worries for something like this to happen. You got to be following structure. And then we kind of just did continuate back down a little bit lower. Now I did have my target one here. So again, I had two trades again. That was again only kind of like a 1 to 2. So a 1 to 4 on both of these trades. And then I have the others also ready to see what happens again. If we do break higher on the NU, it's just going to be looking for something in here. If we do actually start breaking above this point, we start breaking above here, I will be looking for the shorts, and then I will just be targeting this high. So that could be our sell model, but that's if this gets broken above. If we do break above, we generate some sort of liquidity in here. That's going to be a nice point for us to be looking to potentially buy from. 30-minute time frame, again, 30-minute, we do have that last down move. So that could very much well be on the cards later for today, kind of going into market closure. Again, we had that really, really nice 5-minute. So let's wait and see what happens. What I do want to be waiting for is I want to be waiting for a break of this zone before I do anything. So that's NU. Pound CAD, two amazing trades for today. Two orders played out really, really nice. So NU, we have just been pretty much bullish. I do expect potentially this high to get taken out at some point, but when we are going to do that, I'm not 100% sure, obviously. Going into last week, I thought we were going to come a little bit lower. We pumped, we broke structure. I was looking for this imbalance to actually get invalidated. But you can see we came down again, close, nothing. We started pushing up, break a structure. So now I was then just looking for that pullback back down lower. So we had this high, and if you guys know about liquidity wicks, and if you've ever heard me say about liquidity wicks before, you will know that that was a perfect example of a liquidity wick and how they kind of move and how they're created. You can see we create this wick. A lot of people are going to be putting their stop losses above this high. Price comes down, we come up, re-raid it. And then going into today, this is where you can use your session tools. London to London, we ran it. Asian, going into London, we ran this Asian high. And then we actually started heading back down. Now, for me, I was looking at this small shift of momentum here. And then I was looking to see just on the 30 minutes. So you can see we had, as soon as we had that breakdown lower, we did technically close below. So I had my order here, my stop loss just at the high. Boom, we started heading back down lower. And was then when we had this breaker structure. Again, I'm just looking for the area that calls that and that pullback. So we can use, we can use this low to this high. Again, you can see fib levels lining up nicely. Let me just delete this off. Oops. Again, we have our small high, our lower high, waiting for a pullback into that zone. You can see we actually also hit 50% of this overall 50-minute candle, and then we pumped lower. So now, obviously, we've broken structures lower. We did come into target one, which is amazing, but it's really annoying why that happens. But what I'm potentially seeing now Is okay. So we literally just took out that low. And what I do think we could potentially come in and trade a little bit lower into this zone. So what I'm going to do is we can delete those off. And just for a quick moment, I want everyone who's watching this video, if my computer loads, where do you think now the best place for us to be buying or selling? We can actually move this to actually, let's take this off. Now we've caused this break with broken structures here. Where do you now think the most reasonable point is for us to look for pullbacks and continue short? Give you a second. Cool. So if you establish this point, we can take that into tomorrow. Now, obviously, this is going to be a little bit more of a bigger zone. Oops. But that's fine. Range 50%. Awesome. Personally, for me, I'm probably just going to look to come straight off this open. Shorts, entry, stop. And now my entry, oops, is going to be down here. Now, obviously, if we do actually start looking to break structures, we can look to maybe go down. I mean, like, not the best risk reward, like 2 to 7. I'm not really going to be here and active behind my computer tomorrow. So I don't mind placing a trade and kind of letting it do its thing. And then if we do actually drop, not only will I be in the trade here already, then there's going to potentially be somewhere in here for us to look to trade from, and then we can start heading back down lower. So that's going to be the sell model and motive for pound CAD, looking like a really, really nice sell opportunity. And just from the mitigations, failing that, if price does want to push all the way a little bit higher, we can maybe get a sell in from here and then have this down to our second target. So we can have entry 1 with our stops above the high. That's fine. If there is any news tomorrow, I'm not sure if there is, but we'll have a look. Let's have a look. Friday. Yeah, so we do have some unemployment rates for CAD tomorrow. So very much well could see this manipulation and then a test back up into this zone. But I'm going to be waiting to see what does happen with that. So first one maybe 2 to 8, second one a 1 to 8. So really, really nice opportunities here. Gold, nothing crazy, unfortunately. Was looking for some shorts. I'm not actually in this position, but I could definitely see gold having some sort of movement. Silver, I'm still waiting for the shorts on this. We haven't run out that high yet, which is one thing I am waiting for, but we are going to have to wait and see what happens with that at this current moment. I do want to see some short moves, but again, we will wait. That's probably going to be a tomorrow job, and that's fine if it is. Pound CAD's already gone over that. Euro pound as well. I do want to see some shorts or some longs up into this 30-minute move, and maybe tomorrow we could see that. But for the time being, there is nothing that amazing other than potentially looking to see if we can maybe buy from here. We did start shifting at this zone. This was the zone in theory that caused this breaker structure. So now we want to be looking to trade off here. That invalidated, we broke above it. So now we're just looking for the zone that caused that. So then we can potentially look to continue our longs. So if you guys got any questions about that, please let me know. Feel free to fire away and I will help everyone as much as I can. All right, guys.